This is convenience store video of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin, taken just minutes before he was killed with one shot to the heart by Neighborhood Watch volunteer George Zimmerman. The pictures included in the trove of fresh documentation that both prosecution and defense may find to their advantage. A paramedic said Zimmerman's injuries after the confrontation with Martin included cuts on his head, abrasions on his forehead, and a bloody nose that may have been broken. All injuries that could back up Zimmerman's claim that he was fighting for his life and under Florida's so-called stand your ground law used justifiable force.
It's possible that the defense will be able to use this to indicate that Trayvon Martin was in some ways the aggressor. And if he was the aggressor, then of course their story is going to be that George Zimmerman was defending himself, in which case he would be covered by stand your ground immunity.
But a criminal investigator reported that the fight might never have happened if Zimmerman had heeded a police dispatcher's warning to stay in his car until law enforcement officers arrived.
The police determined it was completely avoidable if George Zimmerman would have simply stayed in his car. If he wouldn't have profiled Trayvon Martin and pursued him and confronted him.
We have to deal with what did happen and try to explain that away properly and in a courtroom.
So you think he's yelling help?
Still to be settled is whether it was Martin or Zimmerman heard crying for help on an emergency response call. Martin's mother said it was Trayvon's voice, but initially his father told investigators it wasn't. Zimmerman, who's been charged with second-degree murder, remains free on bond but in hiding, pending a hearing later this year. There, his lawyers will argue that under Florida's stand your ground law, he may not be put on trial. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera.